GM guys, welcome back to the Ladders Club. In this short video, around 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to give you 3 trades, and all these 3 trades are Bitcoin trades. Isn't that funny? Yes, but these trades are LTF, HTF and MTF. So you've got lower time frame trade, medium time frame trade and a higher time frame trade. Everything in this one video. All you need to do is just pay attention and remember that we're not gambling on this channel. What we do here is proper trading with risk management, and we make sure that we're journaling every single thing. I'm accountable, I'm open with every single thing that is happening to this channel. Now guys, make sure that you like the video. If you actually enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, become part of the community if you're new, and without wasting any time, let's just go straight into the Bitcoin chart, higher time frame, weekly time frame at the moment, and you can see how we are in this bear market, and this red line is the SMA 200 on weekly. So simple moving average 200 on weekly. Bitcoin is going to tap that level, and it's not only going to tap that level but also going to go below that level. That is what I believe, and this has happened before in the bear market as well. In the last bear market, Bitcoin went towards the downside, consolidated under the SMA weekly 200 for literally 270 days, and then started its bull run. The bull run actually started from 15,000 until the 126,000 level. Right now Bitcoin is only down 46%, and people are saying that the bear market is over. No, the bear market is not over, guys. I'm going to tell you a lot of things on why the bear market is not over, but first let's talk about the trade. The first trade I've got is Bitcoin higher time frame chart trade, which is the tap of this 52 to 53k level, and my limit order is right now sitting at 53.5k on Bitfunded, which is that I'm trading with someone else's money. I'm using a prop account here. If you want to use a prop account, link is in the description, guys. Make sure you apply to the link and make sure that you're trading with someone else's money. We will clear the account and we will trade with real money and get payouts. That is what we believe in, right? So Bitcoin, if I look at the chart, Bitcoin is going to come down over here and then move towards the upside just to give that dead cat bounce. That is what I'm saying. It's going to give that dead cat bounce at 53.5k because it was a beautiful support here in September. It was a beautiful support here in July, and it was a major resistance in February 2024 as well. This whole consolidation was the pre-Trump consolidation, and I believe this consolidation is going to come to life once again, wherein Bitcoin is going to go into consolidation once again in this until the summer. So I'm going to be longing Bitcoin over here at 53.5k. I've already got a limit order on Bitfunded sorted. I've also got a LTF trade over here. I'm going to show this in the second part of the video when I talk about the lower time frame chart. But first, let me tell you why I believe that the bear market is going to continue. Firstly, crypto capital of the world, which is America. Trump wanted to make America the crypto capital of the world, and they love to sell. If you look at the cumulative returns by the sessions, US is actually selling really hard at the moment. In the last literally 2 months, US has been selling really hard, and there has been a major scam going on as well, which I talked about on Twitter in the last video as well, which is that there are multiple funds and multiple trading desks which are actually selling BTC at the US market open, which is 10 a.m. ET, and pushing the price towards the downside. Not at all good, but it is happening right now, and you have to deal with it, which is why I say that, we have to be on the right side of the market all the time. Crypto sell momentum has obviously ignited, and it's not a good thing. Bitcoin right now is not related to any asset at the moment, and if you actually see, look at this chart. Oil moving towards the upside, gold moving towards the upside, silver moving towards the upside, but Bitcoin going towards the downside. Bitcoin is actually not correlated to any other asset class at the moment. And why is that? It's because someone is actually scamming. Someone is actually manipulating the market pretty hard. And also, I believe there is going to be proper confusion in the markets for the next 10 days. Why? Because Trump has literally said that we will find about Iran in the next 10 days. So for next 10 days, you don't know what's going to happen in the war, which is why the market is going to remain confused, which is why you have to be guessing where the next move is going to be, which is why I'm focusing a lot on the limit orders, guys. Plus, I believe that the bear market is not over. I'm following good people here. For example, Willy Woo. Willy Woo talks about this chart and says that I've got a bad news for the permanent bulls. Literally. The volatility is moving towards the upside, and Bitcoin never bottoms before volatility peaks. All right. So if the volatility peaks here at this level, which it has done in the previous bull markets as well, or the previous bear markets as well, then Bitcoin has a long way to go. And in my opinion, you can get Bitcoin sub 50K. I'm not saying sub 40K, but sub 50K, which is why I'm waiting. I'm actually waiting for the prices to come down, and then I'm going to start accumulating. Plus, institutions are selling. Look at this. CME futures open interest is actually down 60% in the last 3 months. Absolutely crazy, right? No, if you the institutions are selling, and you can see that in the open interest, which is from CME. Plus, you can see it by the Coinbase premium as well. So Coinbase Bitcoin premium has been negative for 37 consecutive days, because this is from February 17th. If you actually see the current data, it's negative for 37 consecutive days, which means that the institutions are still exiting. They're still exiting the markets. And anyone who says, oh, we are in so much fear, and this feels like a proper bull run is coming because everyone is talking about down only. No, it's not good to be buying the extreme fear. It's not the best call. Historically, buying when the fear and greed index is below 25 has yielded average 90-day forward returns of only 2.4 returns. Guys, remember, focus on the data. Do not be buying these fear and greed index bottoms or tops, or selling the tops. Market is in fear, we should buy. No, we are in a bear market. According to the fractals, we should be bottoming around October. So there is no point buying right now in spot. You can trade, and we are trading. See, we have already put a limit order. I'm going to be talking about 2 more trades in Bitcoin, but there is no point buying spot right now. Bitcoin just fell below this ascending triangle. All right, Bitcoin fell below this ascending triangle, and in my opinion, if it goes into the ascending triangle again, then it's a good long position. And what I'm seeing for a long position here is, look at this chart. So I'm going to quickly add the lines on my Bitfunded chart over here. So here you go. This is the lower time frame 15-minute chart, and Bitcoin has already broken out of this level. What I'm seeing is a breakdown to give a throwback. So a breakdown of this bull flag, which is going to be a throwback, a perfect throwback, and then a move towards the upside. This is what I'm looking for on LTF chart. So that's my second trade on Bitcoin. The first trade was very simple, which is tap to this 52 or 53.5k level, which is a higher time frame trade. Now this is the lower time frame trade on 15-minute chart, which is this bull flag is going to break towards the downside. It's not going to break towards the upside in the European or US session, and that is going to be my entry for the price to continue towards the upside. That is what I'm looking at. All right, every single trade, guys, every single trade I give is journaled over here. The most recent trade we had was Canton, and it's still running. It's very close to the stop loss, obviously, but we took TP1 on it. And if you don't believe me, then you can watch the previous videos on how I journal my things. I'm very accountable to everyone. I'm very open with these things, and I'm making sure I journal everything. So I'm going to be journaling all 3 Bitcoin trades that I'm giving right now in this video: the LTF one, the MTF one, and the higher time frame one. But I'm asking for one thing, which is subscribe. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are actually building a massive community, and by massive I do not mean quantity wise massive. By massive, I want to say that we are trying to build a community which is actually not gambling but trading and being on the right side of the market. So do that. All right, now I want to focus on something else as well. I want to tell you guys that I've been telling from last 2 to 3 or 2 months that do not buy spot crypto. 3 months, do not buy spot crypto, rather sell spot crypto. What should you buy then? Because there's a bull market everywhere, at any given time. In my opinion, there is a market which is at the moment very cheap, or it's buyable right now, and those are the tech stocks. In my opinion, tech stocks were the stocks which were not only in my opinion but everyone's opinion, tech stocks were the ones which were actually pushing the prices of the indices towards the upside, and now they're struggling. But these tech stocks are real businesses. For example, you've got Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, AMD, all these things, Netflix. These are falling, but their numbers are amazing. Their earnings are amazing. These are not, stupid crypto protocols. For example, it's not a stupid DEX with 10 users making $500 a month. These are actual businesses, and these are underperforming right now. Microsoft is down 28% from the all-time highs. Go to the chart and see what happens to Microsoft when it goes down 28%. It always rips towards the upside because it's an actual business. It is at discount. So you should be focusing on that, in my opinion. The 493 stocks in the S&P 500 has outperformed the Max 7 by 10% so far this year. This is what you want to see. All right. Plus, more stock market bears than bulls for the first time since November 2025. This is what I'm talking about. The put call ratio right now is going towards the upside. There are more bears than bulls. And we can see that via numbers, via put call ratio. So in my opinion, there is going to be a bounce in the stock market, and you should be looking at the cheap stuff, which is also the good stuff. And those are the tech stocks. Now, I'm not saying that the tech stocks can't go towards the downside. What I'm saying is that the tech stocks right now are undervalued and you should be DCAing into them. Now, in the next video, I'm going to make a proper video on what to do with these tech stocks, which ones to buy, and at what price. I'm going to give you everything. No financial advice, but I'm going to show you everything on what I am trying to do. Whereas people are talking about altcoins. Look, altcoins will never make a new high against Bitcoin. Rather just focus on Bitcoins and a couple of altcoins, for example, Hyperliquid, Solana, Pump Fund, Zcash, but don't buy them here because we are going into a bear market. We're in the middle of the bear market right now. So the prices are going to be cheaper. The tokens are going to be cheaper. Rather focus on something which is better, which is the tech stocks. So your focus shouldn't be altcoins, your focus should be tech stocks. Your focus shouldn't be Bitcoin right now. You should be trading crypto, but you should be investing in the stock market because those things are actual businesses and they are cheap right now. They are undervalued. I was never asking you to buy Nvidia when it was trading at the all-time highs, or Microsoft at the all-time highs. But now I'm asking you to DCA into Microsoft. I'm going to make a whole video on this because it is undervalued right now. Pretty simple, guys, pretty simple. Understand this, all right? I can show you a lot of charts on what's happening in crypto. For example, Hyperliquid, yes, we've got a limit order at 26.5. You know, I have it in my journal as well. I can talk about Zcash, I can talk about Tau, I can talk about Solana, but there is no point. There is no point. I want you to focus on the real thing. The real thing is have your limit orders ready for Bitcoin. I've given you the trades now on LTF as well. Screenshot this thing. You know, do it on Bitfunded. Link is in the description. Now, put a limit order for your higher time frame Bitcoin chart as well. But for spot, focus on the equities. That is the main thing you should be doing. Now, guys, I'm gonna leave it here and I'm gonna go. But if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. You know, I'm making these quick videos without even thinking. So I'm not prepping all these videos. Yes, I'm making sure that the charts are there, tweets are there, but I want to just speak my heart out. That is what I want to do. So if you enjoyed, press the like button and tell me what's happening.